Hey everyone, this is Shakti from Around the Wicket, where we not only speak about the game, but we try to learn more about the humans behind our sport. And today it gives me great pleasure of introducing our guest. He is a superstar from Nepal and one of the more exciting young cricketers around the globe. Sandeep Lamichhane has been applying his trade in T20 franchise leagues across the globe, whether it's the Melbourne Stars here in Australia, in the BBL, or the Delhi Capitals in the IPL, or the Lahore Qalandars in the PSL. It's safe to say that Sandeep's, one of the more wanted men in T20 franchise league. Sandeep, thank you so much, man, for joining me on Around the Wicket.
Thank you very much, Shakti. Pleasure to see you here, man.
No worries, man. How was your cricketing journey started? When did you realize that you actually wanted to be a professional cricketer?
So I never thought of becoming a cricketer when I first started. I used to play with my friends and my brother outside of my house in a small field, and then I used to play for for time, passing the time, and for enjoyment. In childhood, everybody, I think, I'm sure everybody does that. You play for enjoyment, and slowly I was thinking yeah, I'm pretty good at it, and why should not I change my you know passion into profession? So and then started I joined an academy
Yeah.
in Chitwan, which is like 140 kilometers from Kathmandu. Now I shifted to Kathmandu, but before I used to stay there. And then it's called Chitwan Cricket Academy, now
Mhm.
Cricket Association of Chitwan. And so I used to go there, and my coach, Mr. Raju Khadka, he helped me a lot there. And then, there was as I was growing up and then learning some new things from there, I made my aim and my goals. I have to represent my country in a top
Yeah.
level, and yeah, from there all this started.
And tell us more about, or give us an insight about the Nepali, cricket community there in Nepal. How big is the game there at the moment?
This game is so big here. I mean, people are so crazy about it. One factor like in Nepal cricket is right. I mean, on this level is because of all the hard work done from the players and all the passion from the crowd, from the fans. I mean, they are so crazy. They are so passionate about this beautiful game. And we have got, whenever we play any game here, we get like 20 to 25,000 people who comes and
Wow.
support us. So it's a big deal for us. I mean, we like whenever we win the game, it's kind of a festival in Nepal. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, slowly it's getting. Now it's the cricket is something which is globalized around the world. So
Yep.
now people getting understand lot of understanding about this beautiful game in Nepal as well. And yeah, I mean, slowly you can see the passion towards this game from the new generations. They are also showing their passion towards this game, and they also want to learn new things. And it's great to see when you see when you see all this happening around, and people are so keen to learn new things. I mean, it
Was
gives you a good feeling.
before that, was it not as professional, or was it only in the last 5 years where it took this professional route with cricket?
Yeah, I mean, I first, I'll be very honest with this point. I mean, I first joined any cricket academy in my life. It was in 2014,
Wow.
November
Okay.
2014,
Yeah.
and then after, straight away after 1 year, I was in Nepal and under 19 team, and yeah, I already yeah, when I used to play with my brother and my friends, I used to bowl leg spin there. But the knowledge I mean, the knowledge I got about this beautiful game, about leg spin, about cricket, it was in academy. And
Mm.
there, my coach, like I said before, he helped me a lot. And then, uh, there was some struggling phase as well when in Nepal there used to happen regional games, national games before. But when I joined an academy, there was nothing, and then no games, no club games either, no no district games as well. So I was just looking for an opportunity, and luckily our former coach from Nepal, he he visited our academy, and then he saw me there, and he straight away picked me to the for the national camp for under 19s. And from there, like, it all started from there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it was like an emotional moment for me, because there might be a lot of thousands of students who are willing to play, but we don't have that good domestic structure. And hoping will one day we're gonna get good domestic structure, good infrastructure, and like good match exposures for all the newcomers who are willing to play this game.
Congratulations, anyways, man, for playing for Nepal, an achievement that most people cherish, playing for their own country. Before you even
Yeah.
played for your own country, though, you played an international match at Lords for the rest of the world 11. How was it?
Yeah.
Was that experience? Coming from Nepal, playing at the home of cricket.
Actually, when I played T20 international, like it was my T20 international debut in
Yeah,
Lords.
that's
I
right.
actually played before that as well in Lords. It was Nepal versus MCC,
Nice.
one day game, not international, but one day game.
Mm.
And every time, because it's my favorite ground, and every time when I step inside that ground, I feel amazing. The vibe you get is different. The you always get that positive vibe when you step in Lord's
Mm.
cricket ground, and it's one of the places where I feel like from like since my childhood, like I never thought of becoming this much of like I'll get this much in my life, but there was always a dream inside me, like I want to go to Lord's cricket ground, even if it's for watching, like even if I go there and witness a game, it will be a great pleasure for me.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I got a chance to play there not only one time. I played there 4 games, and it's a great thing for me.
It's a given fact that associate nations do not get as much exposure or international exposure. So, to put on a Nepalese jersey for you must mean a lot to you. How's that experience? Whenever you put that jersey on.
Man, literally, I cried when I got my jersey. When I got like Nepal's jersey, I literally got tears in my eyes. I mean, uh, I know, because, like I said before, there was no. I was just looking for an opportunity, and there was nothing for me in front of my eyes.
Mm.
No games, no great infrastructure, no nothing. So it was a big thing for me, like getting into the under 19 World Cup side. We reached quarterfinals in under 19 World Cup there, and now after that straight away got selected for a national team, and then played in the very first game where I made, like where I got selected for national team. I played straight away the first game, and then all these things, like all the things were working for me, and I was like, when I got that national team jersey, I was like, when I stepped inside the ground, there were like 20 to 25,000 people, and lucky that I made my debut in front of my
Home crowd,
home
yeah.
crowd. Yeah, and it was amazing to see. I mean, like I was crying, man. I was crying, but deep inside, I was crying. I was not showing tears like to others.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when I got that jersey, in hotel room, when I got that jersey, I was like, oh my God, that's so beautiful. When you see Nepal in front, my name and my
Yeah,
number,
yeah.
Sandeep 25 on back, it was amazing.
Amazing, man. Amazing to see the passion. You've been
Yeah.
applying your trade and now in T20 leagues. I was saying at the start, when did that opportunity start or come to fruition? People are saying that, Michael Clarke played a huge role for you to come to the BBL. Tell us about Michael as well, and, how that opportunity came up.
So we both played in Hong Kong T20 Blitz back in 2016. Where Scott McKechnie, the former NCC player, and now he's playing for Hong Kong. So he called me there, and he asked me like whether you want to play in Hong Kong T20 Blitz. I said, oh yeah, it's a great opportunity for me. And then after a few days, he said like Michael Clarke is also coming, and then I was like, wow. I mean, like I said, like 2016 was the year where everything was working for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I was seeing all the new things around me, and getting excited. But yeah, on the same time, I had to maintain myself as well. And then was learning. When you achieve everything in quick succession and in small age, and it's get a bit hard to maintain everything. And I was learning. Yeah, I also made some mistake, I know, but I was learning there. And in Hong Kong T20 Blitz, we won that tournament. And Michael, he asked me, do you want to come to Australia to play for my club cricket? And I said, yeah, why not? It's going to be a big opportunity for me, because I've never been to any of the other continent except Asia, and it would be my first time. And I was pretty much excited. And we knew, like, only me and Michael, we both knew, like, I'm gonna go to Australia and gonna play for his club, Western Suburbs District Cricket
Yep.
Club there in Sydney. I think you know that.
Yeah, we're not too far. Yeah, we're not too far away.
Yeah, in Ashfield.
Ashfield,
So
yes.
yeah, so he asked me, would you like to come or not? I said, why not, man? I'll be very happy. And he asked me, okay, I'll speak to some of the director and CEO of the club, and then we'll let you know as soon as possible. And then from there, I went to Australia. I came to Sydney and then played there. Did really well there as well. I mean, like, it was first time, a great experience that came to me. And I mean, like, got a good experience, good opportunities there, playing in different conditions than Asia. So pretty good experience for me. And then he told me as well, like, if you're gonna do good things like this, because I always like dreamed of playing BBL. And he always used to tell me during that my stay in Australia, if you're gonna perform like this, BBL is not that far from you. And luckily after 1 year, yeah, luckily after 1 year, everything happened.
And wherever you go here in Australia, you've got a strong Nepali community following you. How does it feel, to move away from home, come here for, a couple of months and, enjoy your time in front of.
Trust me. It doesn't seem like I'm outside of Nepal.
Yeah.
Wherever I go in Sydney, even if I step inside, like, if you see from Granville to Ashfield to Hurstville to, like, Stratford, everywhere, it's like it's a big community of Nepalese people. Rockdale to everywhere. I know plenty of places in Sydney.
Yeah, you do.
I always,
You probably know more places than me.
from Chippendale to Town Hall to Central to everything. I mean, like, I've been there for whenever I got some vacation time, some holiday, straight away go to Australia. Nothing else. Yeah, Sydney has been a wonderful place for me, and lots of memories. I've got good friends there, and it's always great to be, like, around them, and spending my holidays there. It's a good thing. Like, from dreaming of playing BBL to spending your holidays in Australia, it's
amazing. Yeah,
I've come a long way.
Yeah. We had David Hussey a couple of weeks ago, and he's now your coach at the Melbourne Stars. How has that experience been with the Stars the last couple of years you've been with them? You had a pretty successful year last year, making it to the final against the Sixers. What has your time been like?
Yeah, last 2 years has been a great thing for me. First time played under Stephen Fleming, and then under David Hussey. Didn't see any difference between them. Both are top class player, top class coaches, and then I mean,
top guys as well. Huh?
Yeah, as a person, they both are super. Like, they're on top. So because I've spent some quality time with them, and very close to them as well. I mean, like, they were always there to help me out. And then if I'm going under anything, as a bowler, sometimes you feel, under pressure, but they always taught me, like, just feel happy, be happy. It happens with everyone. And even if you get hit for 2 sixes, just don't worry. Third ball, you're gonna get a wicket. So when you get that mentality from your coaches, from everybody, and when your team backs you up like that, your confidence is gonna go high and high and high. Not being overconfident, but, like, your confidence is gonna be high. And you start in, you can start doing some new variation on the field. You can use your new weapons as well. And when it works, you feel so happy. But more than you, your coaches, your teammates, they also feel like better than happy,
Mm.
better than you. They feel happy better than you.
You've spent some time in the dressing rooms with some of the known names in Australian short form game, in Glenn Maxwell, who's your captain now at the Stars, Marcus Stoinis and Adam Zampa. What has been the experience like sharing the dressing room with these guys?
There are some crazy guys,
Funny guys.
Crazy guys. I mean, like, yeah, they all are funny guys. You can't. I mean, like, everybody knows about Jampa and Stoinis,
Yeah,
and yeah, very strange. You can't you can't even predict what's gonna go in his mind, and every time he's gonna be like dancing around, singing the songs and everything. I mean, like, he's a kind of person who always create that environment in the game, into the field as well, outside the field as well.
Mm.
And Maxi, great captain, good mind, and you know what he looks from outside. He's not like that. He's
Yeah, yeah.
very good. He's a pure gentleman, and I mean, every time, like before the game and after the game, during the practice session, every time he always comes to you. You okay? Okay, perfect. Nothing else. Thank you. He's like that. So they did, like, I mean, like, I played around the world. I played around, like, with beautiful people, beautiful players, great players. You know, they all are good, but something is different between, in BBL, that you know you always feel special when you're going there and playing for
Mm.
your team, a team like Melbourne Stars. It's a
Mm.
big thing.
A lot of successful associate nation players, have been part of the BBL, whether it's Rashid Khan at the Strikers or Mohammad Nabi at Renegades and Mujib at Brisbane Heat and yourself. How important is it to get exposure to these type of leagues in terms of development of associate nation cricketers?
I mean, see, if we compare between Afghanistan and Nepal, Afghanistan has a good potential. I mean, like, and they where did they get that potential? Because they had got good infrastructure, they got good games, good exposures, and they've got good board who are working behind them, and they've got great domestic level cricket games. Every time, even Afghanistan senior national team is playing outside the Afghanistan or India or anywhere in the world, you see, like, first class games are happening in Afghanistan as well,
Mm.
where
Mm.
all the players are getting exposure of match. And but all these things we are lacking in Nepal. We
Mm.
don't have good domestic structure. We don't get good games, regular games. Regular games where you can stay in touch, where you can stay in form with
Yeah.
game, and where you can get a lot of exposure. But this is the thing we are lacking. And for me, someone he's from Nepal, where he doesn't get that much of opportunity to stay in touch with this game. Uh, for a person like me, I don't know what Rashid and Mujib and Nabi they feels about it. I think I'm pretty much sure they feel proud about it, but I don't know how they feel about it. But for me, it's a great exposure, great opportunity whenever I
Mm.
go and play for any of the team, because I'm gonna learn a lot of things. And if I can put some of even 5 to 10%, if I can give it to my national team here, all the advices and all the other things, it's gonna create a huge difference. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the only things. Yeah, you can be the bridge between two banks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I, I hope you are understanding what I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to say.
of course. Yeah, you're trying to bridge the gap and, at least
Yeah,
use whatever you've learned to put
yeah,
into Nepal cricket, and
national team. Yeah,
hopefully there's stepping stones for the future for them.
yeah, exactly.
And you played in the IPL with the Delhi Capitals under another Australian in Ricky Ponting.
Yeah, Ricky Ponting.
How is it playing with or under Ricky Ponting, and what has it been like playing in the IPL?
It feels amazing because first time I've never. I'll tell you a fantastic story. I mean, like,
Mm,
before playing IPL, I've never played any T20 game.
really?
I've never played any T20 game. Yeah, I never played T20 game. I played few list day games,
Yeah,
few few uh, two
first
days
class.
game. No first
Not
class.
even
I
first
played
class.
only first club. That
Yeah.
just
Only
first
only list
one
20.
first class game. That
Yeah.
too we played in November
Mhm.
2019. The first ever first class game for me. That was the first and last game so far.
It was the first game, first class game.
Yeah. So when I went there, and I don't know what happened to me. I didn't tell it to anyone, but I never played any T20 game before. Even though I played listed games, I never bowled in power plays, not before 10 overs. Never. I never did that. Maybe one time in under 19 World Cup, I did that
Mhm.
against India, but never like after that. But see, when I played, when I first played for Delhi Daredevils, then now Delhi Capitals, I bowled the first over, and it was my first T20 match in my life, and it was amazing. That went well, and everybody they were proud on me, and I never felt like this is my first ever match I've been playing
Mm.
for any of the team in the world, and but playing your first T20 games and opening the bowling as a spinner, and yeah, there you see two left-handed batsmen in T20. You bowling the first over, and
Ball coming
you're
in.
getting two
Yes.
left-handed batsmen. It's a tough challenge for any of the bowler around the world. When you get two
Yeah, of
left-handed,
course.
so
Yeah.
so went well against RCB in the very first game, and then started my journey from there. But already started my journey when I first selected for IPL.
Mm.
But you actually say my journey started when I first played for this team. So it was good experience in the first IPL, and then second as well. So the environment and everything, the guys and the coach Ricky himself and everybody, they're so good there. Every time, every coach around the world, they're always ready to help you out. Even you are struggling with your personal life as well, they will come to you and they'll tell you, because they've got lot of experience, because we are just newcomers, we are
Yeah.
just in learning phase, so they must have a lot of experience, so it's going to be pretty easy for them to share with us.
Did you ever have the opportunity of working with Shane Warne? You're a leg spinner yourself. Do you have any opportunity or any contact with Shane
Not
Warne?
like that, but during Big Bash this year, he just before the game he asked me to bowl some few balls, so that's the only thing, like from leg spin to wrong, and just two or three deliveries, not like any kind of master class or
Yeah, yeah,
intermediate class. So uh, one day, hopefully, we're gonna do that
yeah.
with that great man.
Yeah, of course. Now you hold a reputation of the highest caliber in Nepal, but from my whatever I've seen, the interactions that you have with your young fans or any fans, you're very approachable, very grounded. How important is it for you to share your journey or your lessons in cricket with all the youngsters, and how important is it to be humble in the process?
I mean, nobody has seen tomorrow, so stay happy, and whatever you have in your life, try to share that happiness with other as well. That's what I think, and I don't know whether I'm gonna be alive or not tomorrow as well, so that's the only thing I keep in mind, and that's why it gives me a lot of good good vibe that you can be happy and at present, because what important is how you behave, how you maintain yourself in present. Forget
Mm.
about future. Past is gone, so forget about future. Just stay in present is my mantra, and
Mhm.
that's what I follow. And yeah, you have to be very humble with everyone, and because I know where did I come from. So uh, I had nothing in my life, so I just sometimes I used to cry alone when I had nothing with me. So yeah, keeping all these things in my mind, and sharing whatever I can share with my fellow players or of my fans, or yeah, sometimes you get a bit busy with your personal things as well when you get successes in your life, and that's a good sign. I mean, like, people here, they really understands you in Nepal. The fans, the well wishers, they really understand. Like, they know this guy is busy right now, so they don't troll you that much. They don't pull your leg down. Great thing, great sign in for the future generation.
Got good head on your
The
shoulders,
best
mate.
thing, best thing, even if you are going through your bad phase, your teammates are there. Your
Yep, yep.
teammates are there. They'll back you up every time. They'll be there with you every time. And lucky that I'm representing my country, Nepal,
Mm.
where you see a lot of good players, great players. Their heart is pure, and everyone is so close to each other, and it's like a family.
Yeah, wonderful, man. One final question before we get to the rapid fire round. You whoever follows you knows that you love music. You've already come out with a few albums. How important is music to your life to find balance with all the cricket that you play? And can you
It's,
throw
it's something like passion.
throw us a
It's
couple
something
of
like
tunes
passion.
as well?
Yeah. Thank you. It's just a passion. It's not gonna be my profession,
Mm,
but profession, cricket is my profession. So um, keeping music and cricket on the same time, whenever I'm on the field as well, I just keep singing. Even if it's like T20 games, I finish like until from first over to 20th over. I sing around like 10 to 15 songs in between, because it give me, my mood always gonna be fresh, and I always feel like calm, and you have to be very calm on the field, even if you get hit for one or two sixes or three sixes or four sixes either. So if you are remaining calm, and if your attitude is positive, believe me, you can take such good decision that can help you in upcoming time, and on that same game as well. I mean, like, if you get hit for 30 runs in 1 over, and if you bowl, um, I mean, like 4 overs or 35 or 40 runs with 2 or 3 wickets, your job is done.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like, so you have to remain calm, and I think music is one of the things that not only works for me outside the field, but inside the field as well. So love enjoying music,
For
especially
those
Nepalese
who
music.
For those who want to, look further, please, search Sandeep's YouTube channel, and you'll see some albums there for everyone.
Subscribe as well.
Yeah, subscribe as well, guys. Subscribe. So we have a few rapid fire questions. Who is your favorite cricketer right now
Around the world, or
around the world? Yes, or even at home, whichever. Who is your favorite cricketer?
tough question. Tough question. I never changed my favorite cricketer from Sachin Tendulkar to anyone, so I don't think I can answer it. I'm sorry
That's fine.
about
No
it.
problems. We'll go to the next one. Who is the most annoying teammate you played with?
Most annoying, Sompa, my
That
Nepal
was
teammate. He's very happy. He's very down to earth person. He's very good, but on the same time, he's very annoying as well. He cracks joke with you, and sometimes he hit you back as well, and sometimes he just talk shit. So
And is he the funniest teammate as well, or is there someone else who's the funniest
yeah,
team?
he's the funniest team as well.
So
He's
far.
the funniest teammate as well. Sompa.
Who are three people, if you had a chance to invite for dinner, who will be those three people?
Sorry, say again.
If there's three people that you want to invite for dinner, anyone in life, who will
Mhm.
those three people be?
There'll be Prabhupada Dasanayake sir, former coach of Nepal. Raju Khadga sir, my coach, and Michael Clarke.
Nice. Hopefully, Michael comes for dinner at your place in Nepal. Has he been to
He will,
Nepal? Has
he
he
will
been to
gonna come. Never,
Never.
never.
Okay. One place he can visit now. Toughest batsman you had the opportunity to bowl to?
I played 2 games against Tom Benton so far,
Yes.
and I find like he's got some great shots. But I bowled in power plays only to him.
Yep. Yep.
So outside power play, didn't get hit from him. Got him out as well. Sorry, Benton, if you're watching this. But I think not can't say toughest so early, but he's one of the guy who has got my attention.
Yep,
Uh, like he can hit you anywhere in the ground, anywhere. He has got all the shots, like from river sweep to paddle sweep to
yeah.
Scoop to everything.
He's got big reps on him. People have been calling him the next Kevin Peterson at the moment, but we'll see when his international career starts going.
Yeah.
Your most favorite cricketing moment must be a
most favorite cricketing moment when we got the ODI status.
Yeah.
When Nepal got ODI status, we were in Zimbabwe, and we had a massive party that night. Like, I don't know whether it's good to say, but a lot of our guys, they were drunk. So I mean, like it was one of the proudest moment for Nepal cricket.
Yeah, understand.
Like
yes.
we cheered. That was the moment to cherish forever.
What is your favorite Nepali dish?
Thakali food.
Can you tell us what's in it?
I miss it whenever I go around the world outside of Nepal. But luckily, I get it so easily in Sydney.
Really? Might have to go and sit in a Nepali restaurant. Who was your inspiration growing up? Doesn't have to be cricket.
My father.
He must be very proud of you as well.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, he's so hardworking, man, and we like his dedication toward us.
Do you have siblings as well?
Struggles.
Do you have siblings as well?
Yeah, I do have.
And one message to any young cricketers coming up.
Just keep working hard, enjoy this beautiful game, don't take stress. Yeah, stress comes, but you have to enjoy this game and just be honest to this beautiful game, because if you're going to respect this game, you're going to get reward maybe sooner or later, but definitely you're going to get reward. And just every time you step inside the field, just give you 100%. That's it. Just simple as that.
Excellent, Sandeep. Thank you so much, man, for joining me. It's 4 p.m. there in Nepal. Really appreciate your time. Very honest chat as well, and it just feels like you're a easygoing guy. Love your cricket, and all the best for the BBL. Hopefully, whenever cricket season starts, in the IPL, and hopefully we can chat sometime in the future.
Thank you very much, Shakti, for having me. I really enjoyed the time, and you've got great questions. Not only questions, I mean, like you brought my memories back, and there were like good moments when I started my cricket. And thank you for having me. It was a pleasure to talk to you, man.
My pleasure as well. Thanks, Sandeep. All the best. Have a good day.
Thank you very much.